Hello there, welcome to Trade of the Week. You're with me, Katie Pilbeam. So I'm joined today by Chris Beauchamp. We're going to talk about all things gold because this time last week it was Josh Mahoney in the studio and he decided very boldly to go long on gold. So you're here to put judgment on that.
It wasn't a bad idea, I think, to be fair, and goodness knows I've had a few bad calls as well. Josh's trade was to sort of buy weakness in the gold price, and it had been on a stellar rally since the lows of December, down at 1120. We got all the way to 1220. We came back towards 1200, and a week ago that was about the level we were trading at. It did start the week very well. We got to 1220, but again, as Josh would say, price action is the most important thing, and you saw on the chart, we got to about 1220, and then it began to sell off. So I think the stop loss we had around about 1190 would have kicked in quite nicely. You would have seen it continuing to sell off. Now, personally, maybe we're looking for further weakness in the coming few days. So it's definitely one I think to keep an eye on the short side. So, but Josh's trade, it worked well in terms of the principle, but as ever, the market situation really turned against him in the second half of the week. Okay,
well, let's move on. And you're going to do what, sir?
We're going to look at selling the euro. Now, again, it's a similar sort of situation. We've had, if we look at this chart using the price action, the most important thing, you can see the euro, this is from the end of last year. And again, it's one of those trends that people give their right arm for. You've got steady dips all the way through. It's been rallying, but this week, the wheels have appeared to come off. We got to about 107.80 in the euro against the US dollar, and then it's fallen back again. It's failed to create a new higher high over the last few days. And crucially, you've seen it create perhaps a new lower low around the 106.50 level. It's then bounced up, and we're looking really, unless it gets back above 107.50, I think it still looks to be a short for the week ahead. So that will be the outlook really over the next few days. You've got a lot of US data this week. That could put a bit of strength in the US dollar. In terms of risk management, if we can just sort of jump onto that, if you're looking at that, you could put your stop loss probably above this high at maybe 108. Definitely move back above there, puts the long side back into play. So that's probably where you put your stop on the upside if you're looking to short it. And then an initial target, well, you couldn't do wrong if you looked at maybe 106 in the short term. That's a fairly near-term target, but perhaps in the opening part of the week, that's the one to watch for. And then if it does continue to work out, we could be seeing it below 105.
I think the last time that this currency pair was traded, the most commonly currency pair as we know, we had Trump coming out saying that the US dollar was too strong. Obviously that flipped it on its head. Are you worried in any sense that something like that could happen again?
Well, if he comes out and says it's too strong, then you might see the euro continue to push higher. So definitely that raises the flag. Given Trump's propensity to slightly change his views very quickly, perhaps he'll come out and say the reverse. That could always be a hope. But you have got a lot of US data next week. You've got the Fed on Wednesday, ADP numbers on Wednesday, and then Friday, of course, is non-farm. So it's very much a US dollar week. So at the moment, it looks as if we've got a slightly dodgy situation in the US dollar. It has been coming off a bit, but perhaps it's due a bit of a reversal, certainly in the longer term, and the euro seems to run its course in terms of its rally. So I'd still be looking, unless we get it back above 107.50, around about these highs we had right at the beginning of the week, I think the short side might have the advantage.
Okay, you've said previously in other conversations that we've had that you're expecting the wages to come down in the US ever so slightly. Is that correct? And will that play into this?
That's the expectation for wage growth, non-farm payrolls. You get the job number and you get the average hourly earnings figure. Now, if that is weaker than last month, and last month we had a 0.4% growth, this month it's expected to be just 0.2%, so not much growth at all. If that does weaken, then you could see, I think, further push lower, maybe in the US dollar. That's probably your one risk to the outlook.
Okay, and any risks on the European side?
We've not got that much in terms of European data this week, so it's more of a what happens to the US dollar. You've got a bit of PMI figures, just revisions to the final numbers for the Eurozone, so that could lead to some euro strength, but at the moment it looks as if we've just had a long run in the euro, and now we're worrying about really where does the economy go next.
And it seems like currency fluctuations are a theme of the day right now, doesn't it?
It is the driving force in markets at the moment, what Trump thinks about the US dollar, what the Fed will do, what the ECB will do. We've got 4 central banks next week, in fact almost the big 4 if you like, the Fed, the Bank of England, the BOJ and the ECB all coming through. So again, it's about what these big monetary policy thinkers really look for in the next few months.
All right, Chris, we'll leave it there. Good luck. So selling euro dollar, that's the trade of the week. Thank you for watching. Good luck with whatever you decide to do, and we'll see you next week.